Hi, friends. Welcome in, everybody. Boy, I hope this is going to work for us. Let me get my, hold on, y'all. There we go. How is everybody? Welcome in. Welcome to the Sewing Notions and Fabric Raid Train. My name is Emily. I'm Vintage Vibe. We're going to be getting started here in just a couple minutes. I'm going to grab my laptop real quick. Thank you for being here today. We're waiting on our raid from Thrift with Lisa B. And then we'll get started. Check out the auction tab of all the goodies. I also have some killer giveaways this time, you guys. But we will get our raid here in just a minute, and then we will get started. We only have 30 minutes today, y'all. Only 30 minutes. That's not a lot of time to shop. But I put a ton of stuff in the buy it now. Lots of goodies in the auction tab. I will start with pre-bids and requests first. Those will always be prioritized. And for a 30-minute show, it's super, super important that you put your pre-bids in and your requests so that they can be prioritized, because I don't think we'll be able to get to everything. I'll try my hardest. But we've got a lot of fabric and stuff today. That takes a while to get it, open and shown. So make sure if you see something you want. Goose Girl, everything that I have is in the auction tab. So you're welcome to take a look. I do not believe so, but it is all cataloged for you. I am just going to find the pre-bid that I have, and then we'll get started when we get our raid from Lisa B. If I can find it. It's going to be all the way in the bottom. I just know it. Welcome in, guys. Happy Thursday. We're almost to the weekend, you guys. Almost there. Thanks for being here. This raid train is being masterminded by Bobby Dazzle and Five Gardenias Vintage. We only have 30 minutes together, y'all. I'm going to get a giveaway going. The first giveaway, in honor of the raid we're going to get, is for this really beautiful fabric remnant here. It's a pretty good size. You definitely could craft with it, make it a background of a project. So you're going to get that, and you're going to get a packet of 40 buttons. And there are more of these available in the buy it now if you like vintage buttons. I did make sure to put a variety in there. Lisa B, hello. Thank you so much for bringing your friends over, everybody. Welcome. My name is Emily. I am Vintage Vibe, and we are on the Vintage Sewing Notions and Fabric Raid Train. Thank you so much to Five Gardenias Vintage. She is right there. And the Bobby Dazzle for asking me to be a part of this train. This is the giveaway. This little fabric remnant of the beautiful pink roses and a little bag of vintage buttons. There's 40 buttons in here. I put a variety of sizes, age, colors, etc. There are more of these little packets in the buy it now. You get 40 buttons for $2. So check that out. There's lots of crafty bits in there. We only have 30 minutes, so we are going to go pretty quickly. If you see something you want me to make sure I hit, please put a pre-bid on it or throw the number in the chat. With only 30 minutes, I doubt I'll get to everything. So we want to make sure we have plenty of time. Fabric does take a bit to show, and I've got a lot of it today. Thank you so much for the follows. I'm going to start with my pre-bids, and then I'll do requests, and then I'll go straight down the line and see how far we get. For the fabric, guys, I don't have a ton of space to show you, so you'll definitely want to utilize the photo in the listing. Look at his face. This is a cut and sew. Actually, this is an applique, it looks like. So really cute. You've got the snowman, you've got the stocking, Santa's face, the teddy bear, another snowman. There's a couple of each one, I believe. And it's going to run for just $5. We do have a pre-bid on it. Thank you so much. We're going to do 10-second auctions. Flora, thank you so much for your bid. This one is running now. All right, Lou. Laura, that one's coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, the next pre-bid is for the metal folding ruler. The Givey is right here. If you guys are just joining, it is for this fabric remnant and vintage buttons. You get 40 of them. So this ruler actually comes in its sheath, which I think is kind of cool. It's got some wear. It's very old. And it is a 2-foot long ruler. It's got 4 sections. Metal, black, vintage, rusty, crusty. And it comes with its little sheath, which I love. And I'm running it for just $3. Let me make sure I change my time on my laptop here. There we go, Jessica. Thank you so much for your pre-bid. This is an oldie. It is 24 inches long. It's got 4 sections. And I like that it comes in its little thing if you wanted to keep it in for storage. Keep it protected. It's probably why it's still in such good shape. All the parts are there. This has a little bit of wear, the outside, but it's old, y'all. Thank you for your bids, everybody. I do appreciate it. Creative Curiosities, you took that one down. Thank you so much. I appreciate the bids, everybody. My name is Emily. It's nice to meet you. Let's put some roses in the chat for our first time buyer. All right, that's it for pre-bids, and I don't see any requests, but please feel free to throw those in the chat at any time. You're so welcome. I'm happy to hop around as much as you want. You have just under a minute for the giveaway. It is this fabric remnant of the beautiful roses, and then a baggie of 40 vintage buttons. I do have more of these in my buy it now if anybody likes buttons. You get 40 of them for $2. All right, we are starting with a fabric piece. This is actually on a board. And it's a pretty, sizable piece. Dr. Seuss. I know there are some Dr. Seuss lovers in the house. So this one is going to run for just $5. You've got all your classic characters, and your giveaway is also going to run here in just a second. 8 seconds for that. Make sure you get in there. It's so Seussical. It's got all the characters. Who's going to win the Givey? Creative Curiosities. Congratulations. You have reduced shipping. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I'll do another giveaway at the end of the show. Please feel free to shout out requests at any time. I'm happy to go out of order, hop around as much as you guys want. With only 30 minutes, I like to spend time on what you guys want to see. This is Offray, is the brand. Thank you so much for the follow. It is ribbon that says, do not open until Christmas. And it does still have its sticker. I don't think it's ever been used. 13 feet is how much you get. 35, you got it. This one's going to run for $3. While this is running, I will grab that. If I can find it. You guys, I have everything out of order because of course I do. All right, thanks for looking at that one. This is the pillowcase. It is actually an open in the middle of the back, which is nice because it doesn't ever expose the pillow then. It does have a tag. I'm just pulling it up. Give me 1 second. So it says handmade. It's actually not. I didn't even know that it had a tag. Country Landings. This is what it looks like. You've got the diamond pattern bows, cabins, and Santa. It does hold a standard size pillow. It's fairly large. So let's pin this one. We're going to run this one for just $3. It is nice and clean. I don't see any issues on it. No stains, no rips. This cute little Santa pillowcase. It is open in the middle, split back. Thank you, Jamie. Another first purchase. My name's Emily. It's nice to meet you. Let's put some roses in the chat for our first time buyer. You're so welcome. All right. Let's see. No other pre-bids, but please feel free to shout them out. I do have one other folding ruler This one's not quite as cool. It does go all the way to 60, but it's got a little boo-boo there on the end. This is more of a typical one that you would see. Little folding wood ruler. And this one's gonna run for 6. It's white, it's wood, and it's larger. So it is 60 inches, which is 5 feet instead of the 2. Okay. All right, next we have the choice of the vintage measuring tape. I have 2 to choose from. I have the thicker one. It's large. Here's the back. It's got centimeters in the back. This one says fiberglass on it, 60 inches. This is option number 1. Option number 2, I taped because it didn't want to stay together. But this is what it looks like. It is also a 60 incher. It's skinny. It's got centimeters on the back as well. So you get to choose. These are so cute in little sewing vignettes, sewing drawers. So this one's going to run your choice for $3. Bellatrix. I am alone manning the 6 animals right now, so bear with me. I do have lots of fabric pieces today, friends. I try to do a variety in my shows to appeal to everyone. All right, let me just I have all of these bobbins in the sewing box. So, thank you. So I have a box in here just to keep structure, but we're going to take everything out so we can get a good look at the sewing box here. So you can see it's got the little pin cushion and the little pouch here. And then here's the inside. It does have a little loosening to the seam. It's got a handle. There's my kitchen or my dining room. Here it is, little sewing box. It does have like a padding underneath the polka dot fabric. This one's gonna run for just $5. Hi, babe. It's so cute, right? And it stays open really nicely, so you could definitely display it open if you wanted. And it's got a snap closure. All right, I'm gonna take this one to the side because it does take up a lot of room. I'm keeping an eye on pre-bids, so if any of them come through, I will grab them. But feel free to put requests in. There's never any pressure to buy just because you are asking about an item. I do have a million bobbins. So we're going to start with these. These are antique wood. You have one that's a little bit different color. This one's probably a little bit newer, if I had to guess. But you get to choose which one you want for $3. I did reduce the price on all of these. So $3, you get to choose one. He's fine, babe. And then I also have the honeycomb ones. So here are the honeycomb ones. Same price. Choice of one for $3. They're all pretty much the same, but I like the ends. All right. Hey, Vintage Farm Girl. All right. This is a vintage ribbon spool. I got this on the Route 127 yard sale when we went in August. It is Pink Rocking Horses, another one that's great for the holiday. It does not have 20. Does that say 23 yards, guys? It does look like some of it has been used, but really cute. A little bit of foxing because of exposure. You did? Where were you at? We were in Kentucky and Ohio. We live in St. Louis, so it was kind of straight across. So this one is running now. It does clear, the foxing does clear off as you get in there a little bit. All right. I do have a lot of these threaded bobbins. We're going to run through them really quickly. This one is what I'm calling the copper color. This one is beautiful Oh, cool. So we could have even been in the same area and not even known it. How cool is that? So I had $8 on this. I actually reduced the price to $4. This is a threaded bobbin. And the color is so good for fall. All right, the next ones are the green. I actually have two green, a little bit of wear to the thread. So I have two green, $4 a piece. These would be amazing for Christmas. Look at these two together. This is for the one of the greens. These bobbins were a hot commodity a few months ago, but I think they may have passed their time. Here is like a dark red, red purple. So we're going to just run through them really quick. If anybody has a color they want to grab up. All right, then we've got the navy one. This one is navy. We're already halfway through, you guys. So make sure if you have something you want me to jump to, now's your moment. I will not be able to get through everything, most likely. 5 gardenias once the blue one. Bellatrix. Thank you, 5 gardenias. That one's coming to you, friend. All right, this is a golden one. Another one that's really pretty if you decorate with gold in the winter. This is the last of the colors, but I can always go back if there's something you guys want to see. You're welcome. I still have the copper, the dark red, and the green, and then, of course, this yellow one. Thank you so much. That one's coming to you as well. All right, next is a calendar pattern, a cut and sew calendar pattern. It is called Christmas Critters, and I'm going to spread it out as much as this table will allow me to. And nah, you're fine. I mean, if you want. But look, it says Christmas Critters. I mean, I have the photo, but Hubs is going to be my Vanna. You can hold it just like this because it's double-sided. All right, Hubs is going to be Vanna. So you get your Christmas critter calendar and then you get the stocking as well. Okay, babe. It is 44 inches by 34 inches. Really cute for an advent calendar. This one's going to run for $5. And I love the little characters. Little panda bear, little squirrel. I love it. And these are cut and sew, so they're super simple. You can have kids or grandkids partake, teach them how to sew. That's like a dying art, I feel like, these days. Okay. After that, we have your choice of the corked bottle. So you guys know I have in the buy it now 40 buttons for $2. This is definitely more than 40 buttons. It's more than 80 buttons. And it is $4. You get to pick which one if you have a preference for $4. They are glass bottles with the cork, full of these buttons of all different sizes, age, color. I tried to make sure I spread it around. Look at this one. Lida, thank you so much. You can say left, middle, or right if you have a preference. Hey, Bird & Co. Just let me know which one you want, friend. I'm going to run it again in case anyone else wants one. Lida, I'm going to pick for you. I'm assuming you don't have a preference. All right. Thank you so much for looking at those. All right, next is this really cute kitten project piece. This is, I think someone started this project We need someone who's handy with the needle and thread to finish it. This would be a great cross stitch piece. You could paint on it. This is like canvas. It does have some staining. I did not launder it, but how cute is that? It's open on this end, so you could definitely make a pillow out of it. It's like a canvas. And this is going to run for $3. It is a square. And look how sweet they are. Little blue-eyed kittens. All right. Then we have the really cool giraffe fabric. This and the kittens were also from, you want to come be Vanna, honey? These were also from the Route 127 yard sale. Hubs is going to hold it up for me. There it is. So it is a long rectangular piece. You've got like the marbling in the background and the two little giraffes. It is signed on the bottom. I got it, baby. You can just. All right. So this one's going to run for $5. It's so good. This needs to be like framed and hung with like an African motif. Some black pottery. Make it like okay, baby. Make it like a tapestry. I just think it'd be so cute. It did run. Let me run it again. It's okay. I got it. All right. It is running now. If you're having trouble seeing or swiping, go out and come back in. Sometimes Whatnot glitches. It is running now. All right. Let me know when you're ready and I will run it again. We're going to move on because we don't have a lot of time. All right. Who doesn't love a tomato pincushion? This one is definitely like a sawdust moment. It feels like it's got the loop. And it is going to run for $5. It is vintage. It's a little lopsided, but I kind of like it. The first jar was the one that I picked for you. Or do you mean this one that's sitting here in the background with the red button? Okay. Next is this guy. This is a large piece, you guys. Check out the photo for the entirety, but it is to make a big old Santa. It is a cut and sew. He's going to run for $5. I have him upside down because of course I do. But it's got all the parts. It gives you the instructions on the fabric of how to do it. And then we have, this one's probably my favorite. Okay, it's probably too big to hold up for one person. That the picture in the listing, if you click on the listing, that is the entirety of the listing. It just takes a lot of time. That's why I photographed the whole thing. Hey, Snug. This one is the angel. All right, here's half. This is half of it. And it is in the photo, y'all. So make sure you're clicking on the listings to be able to see it in its entirety. For sake of time. All right, this is what you're making. This little angel here. Really precious. It's meant to stand on its own as a centerpiece. It could be a tree topper. All of those options are listed in the piece itself, which I think is really convenient. So $3 on this guy. This one is the angel. Look at her sweet face. Okay. We got 9 minutes. So let me know if there's anything I can show you. I got to find the house. Here it is. Look at the hearts, you guys. This one is for a Christmas house. It is long and rectangular. This is what it looks like. Country Classics Christmas House by Ameritex. This one's going to run for $3. Running now for the little Christmas house. And look, you get Santa too. All right. Next is the little travel sewing kit. Who doesn't need one of those? In case you bust a button or a zipper, you can stitch. It's got the scissors, the little makeshift pin cushion. There's a threader in there, a spool, everything you need. This one's going for $3. If you guys are into Halloween, please come see me tomorrow. We are doing a Halloween raid train all day. It is my raid train. It is called Bat Wings and Witch's Brew, and everyone is bringing their A game. This is a cross-stitch kit. You get to make the comedy and tragedy faces. New in the package. So this one's going to run for just $2. Hey, Bliss. Such a weirdo. It's got the whole thing. I'm keeping an eye on time. Thank you. All right, this is a cross-stitch piece. It is Precious Moments, and it's already been cross-stitched. It just needs a frame. So this says, a happy heart is our reward when we are trusting in the Lord. He's a little clown. Running for $3. He just needs a frame. He's already done for you. I just think he's so cute. Precious Moments are really cute. All right, this is fabric, and it's really beautiful. If I can find it. Okay. It was on the bottom, y'all. Again, the photo will give you the entirety of the piece. It is a large piece. It says Noel, and then has the cherubs and the doves. How pretty is that? And there's multiple, guys. This is folded in about fourths. $4 for this piece. This is fabric. But I think it's really pretty. You could definitely just cut one of these squares out and frame it. All right. Let's run our second giveaway, so we make sure that we have time. And the next giveaway is for 3 wooden spools. Look at this one. All wooden spools, and you're going to get another pack of buttons. Look at that button. Again, I have more packets of buttons, 40 buttons for $2 in the Buy It Now. The Buy It Now is loaded, friends. Make sure you take some time to go through it. We only have a few minutes left. If you have a request, let me know. I'm flying as fast as I can, but if I miss something, I can always go back. I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling. Okay. This one is like a remnant almost. It's another house. Look at the moon. Anthropomorphic moon moment. Yes, the green bobbin, you got it. Let's do that. The green ones, I have 2 of them. They're $4 each. This one's got a little wear. So we'll do this one first. This one's a little bit better. Louie, be nice to your face, baby. This is the green. Everybody get in the giveaway for those old vintage spools with thread on them and some buttons. All right, and then we'll run this one in case anyone else wants one. These are great for Christmas. I do have a dark pink one as well that I think would look lovely. Sure, let's do it. So you already bought one. So there's only 2 left. Oops. If I could type, that'd probably help. Buttons. Come on. So let's do both of them for $6. We'll give you 1/2 off. So you're going to get both for $6. And I do have more buttons in the buy it now. If anybody needs a packet of 40 buttons, it's $2. Thank you so much, friend. You got all 3 of those. Let me make sure I remove it so nobody else tries to pre-bid. We got 3 minutes before we go see Lydia Jane. You got it. I cannot type, you guys. All right, so with the thread, we've got, let's do the dark pink. This one's the dark pink. And then I have the copper color as well. That one is running. I like this one for Christmas. Thank you, 5 gardenias. And then the other one is the copper. That's what I'm calling it, copper. So let's go ahead and run it. You want to grab the tape measure for me? Thank you, Vintage Farm Girl. It has been cut into. This will probably be the last thing. Measure.
Like 33 feet.
3 feet tall. Oh my gosh. It's a long, skinny piece.
26.
By 26. But a lot of it is just this thin strip. So let's do that real quick. That'll be the last thing before we raid. No pressure. It's only $3. But you've got a big chunk and then you've got a long piece. It's pretty sizable. All right, we're going to pull that giveaway in 10 seconds, and then we're going to go see Lydia Jane. Again, my name is Emily on Vintage Vibe Treasures. Please bookmark my future shows. I've got a Halloween raid train coming up tomorrow. Lots of vintage Halloween in there. And always a ton of things going on. Sweet Pea, you got the 3 spools and the buttons, my friend. All right, let's go see Lydia Jade. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to 5 Gardenias Vintage and Bobby Dazzle for having me. Make sure you bookmark them. Thank you so much, and bye.
As Vintage Vibe Treasures, thank you so much. I hope you had a great show. Thank you for the raid. Everyone, you're on the Vintage Sewing Notions and Fabrics raid train hosted by 5 Gardenias Vintage and Bobby Dazzle. I want to thank both of them. Oh, thank you, Burton Co. I have a lot of bundles. I was saying I have a lot of stuff. So I'm just offering it to you guys, and hopefully